Trust me, this month is very likely to give us a Chinese drama even bigger than Pursuit of Jade. Not only do we have two massive Yang vs. Yang contenders ready to dominate the conversation, with Yang starring in Zhan Zhao adventures and Yang leading the Heir, but we're also getting a prequel connected to strange tales of Tang Dynasty, this time putting the legendary detective Renjie himself at the center of the mystery. The dramas featured in this video are organized by their premiere dates, so if any of these upcoming series caught your attention, make sure you don't miss them when they finally air. The first major C-drama on May's release schedule is A Splendid Match, starring Renmin and Sani Hui. The series officially premieres on May 3rd on Mango TV.
也算是书香门第，怎么就同时招惹上了陈三和叶县两个人呀？
你身为阁老夫人，何该体统起来？
为什么偏要拒我1千里之外？给我闭嘴！
Now, honestly, the plot itself is pretty melodramatic, but that's not really why people are tuning in. The real selling point is the relationship chaos. If you watch Lost You Forever starring Yang, you'll immediately recognize the vibe here. This is another full-on one girl, for men emotional battlefield, and every male lead comes with a completely different type of fantasy. Sani Hui plays the ultimate power player love interest, calm, reliable, protective, basically the kind of man who makes you feel safe the second he walks on screen. Then there's Dong Siqing as the dangerously obsessive heir, completely unhinged, completely toxic, and probably the fan favorite. As for the third and fourth male leads, one is the rich but clueless cousin who's basically standing in line waiting for his backup boyfriend opportunity, while the other looks elegant and refined on the outside, but secretly has the most emotionally repressed personality of them all. Honestly, no matter what kind of romance trope you're into, this drama probably has one for you. The female lead, though, is surprisingly grounded. Instead of chasing excitement, she ends up choosing the most dependable and capable man out of all 4 options. That said, Renmin's recent dramas haven't exactly had the strongest audience reception, so now the big question is whether she and Sani Hui can finally deliver a breakout hit together. The second major C-drama hitting May's release lineup is Born with Luck, starring Wang Xiao, Tian Shiwei, and Wang Chuanjun. The series premieres on May 4th on iQIYI.
咱们为什么不安排卧底混进政治团队？
打劫
啊！就凭你俩？
张扬有点厉害，
有点什么厉害？
我倒是想会会他们。
And this one honestly looks very different from your typical crime thriller. Instead of dark serial killers and ultra-serious detectives, the show leans fully into absurd comedy. The entire setup is basically a ridiculously lucky cop going up against a bunch of hilariously incompetent criminals. But don't mistake that for bad writing. Underneath all the chaos and comedy, the story actually delivers some surprisingly sharp commentary about human nature and society. That's a huge reason why the original novel became such a hit with readers in the first place, even earning an impressive 8.2 rating on Douban. And honestly, this kind of fast-paced, easy-to-binge crime drama might be exactly what audiences want right now. It has suspense, it has constant twists, but it also knows how to make viewers laugh instead of emotionally exhausting them every episode. Compared to a lot of heavy crime dramas lately, this one feels much more approachable and entertaining, which could actually help it stand out even more. The third drama on May's C-drama release schedule is Bloom Life, starring Li Landi and Gui Junshin. The series premieres on May 5th on iQIYI.
回到故乡打了个盹儿。
And visually, this drama looks absolutely stunning. Honestly, it might be one of those shows that makes people want to book a flight the second they finish watching it. Even if you've never been to Xinjiang before, this series basically lets you experience the beauty of Kashgar from your couch. The story follows Xiazi, played by Li Landi, a young woman who spent years struggling through the exhausting hustle culture of Shanghai. After one disappointment after another, she finally decides to return to her hometown of Kashgar and reconnect with herself. That's where she meets the male lead, played by Gui Junshin, a once ambitious young entrepreneur whose failed business left him completely lost about his future. One is trying to escape burnout, the other is trying to rebuild his life. And through a series of unexpected encounters, the two decide to work together to restore a century-old guest house. Compared to the usual high-stakes revenge plots and chaotic love triangles, this drama feels much quieter and softer. It's the kind of series filled with warmth, slow healing, everyday human moments, and breathtaking scenery from southern Xinjiang. So if you're looking for a comfort watch C-drama with beautiful cinematography and a relaxing atmosphere, this might end up becoming the ultimate Kashgar tourism ad disguised as a romance drama. The fourth drama rumored for May's release lineup is The Protagonist, starring Zhang Zhao and Liu Haozian. The series is currently expected to premiere around May 11th on Tencent Video.
欢迎来到80年代。
他们都是咱们团。
And honestly, this drama stands out immediately because of one thing: traditional Chinese opera. That's a theme you almost never see in modern C-dramas anymore. Set against the world of Qin opera, one of China's oldest and most emotionally powerful forms of stage performance, the story follows Yiqina, a girl born into poverty who once worked as a shepherd. Under the guidance of her uncle, who's Sani Hui, she slowly rises from being a backstage helper in a local opera troupe to becoming a legendary Qin opera performer. So compared to the usual romance-heavy costume dramas flooding the market right now, this series feels much more artistic and culturally focused. That said, this is definitely going to be a niche drama. If you have zero interest in traditional opera, theater culture, or slower character-driven storytelling, this probably won't be your thing. But for viewers looking for something more grounded, emotional, and culturally rich, this could end up being one of the most unique C-dramas of the season. The fifth drama on May's upcoming release lineup is De Tang Mi Wu, starring Feng Xiaofeng and Liu. The series is currently expected to air in mid to late May on Tencent Video. And honestly, if you've been following the strange tales of Tang Dynasty franchise, you've probably noticed the same thing a lot of fans have. With each new season, the series slowly started losing some of that eerie Chinese horror atmosphere that made it so unique in the first place. But this new spin-off might finally bring some of that energy back. This time, the story shifts its focus directly onto the legendary detective Renjie himself, basically the master behind Su Wuming. And judging from the setup, the drama really wants to show why his reputation was on an entirely different level. The production reportedly centers around 5 major supernatural-style cases, and honestly, some of them sound straight out of a horror novel. There's the infamous Fox demon murder case, which already sounds unsettling enough. Then there's the Heavenly Giant case, where an enormous water giant supposedly splits an official ship in half, while hundreds of witnesses watch in horror. And somehow, the Nua Opera Corpse case sounds even creepier. During a ritual dance performance, one of the masked dancers suddenly dies on stage, and then someone violently tears the mask right off their face. The final case is called the Ghost Shadow Revenge case, and at this point the entire drama feels less like a detective series and more like supernatural folklore mixed with psychological horror. So if you've been missing that old-school Chinese mystery horror vibe, this might end up being one of the most interesting dark horse C-dramas of the month. The sixth drama on May's upcoming C-drama lineup is Hidden Shadow, starring Wang Charan and Li Hongyi. The series is expected to premiere in mid to late May on Youku.
如今你羽翼已丰，也许可以飞得更远，飞得更高。
And this drama is clearly aiming for a younger generation of wuxia fans. Visually, it already looks extremely polished. The cinematography feels stylish, the atmosphere is heavy, and the whole production seems designed to appeal to viewers who want traditional martial arts stories with a more modern aesthetic. At its core, the story follows young heroes traveling through the Jianghu world while trying to uphold justice and protect what they believe in. But the biggest talking point here is definitely Wang Charan's role. This time, she plays a character with a dual soul identity, which means she essentially has to portray 2 completely different personalities in one body. One side of her is graceful, elegant, and raised like the perfect noble lady. The other is a cold-blooded assassin with terrifying combat skills. So the role really depends on whether Wang Charan can successfully sell that emotional switch between softness and brutality. As for Li Hongyi, honestly, I'll leave that discussion to the viewers. My bigger concern is actually the director. Because let's be real, Director Guo's visual style is always gorgeous, but his storytelling has a reputation for being painfully slow and overly drawn out. Somehow though, no matter how much people complain about the pacing every single time, his dramas still manage to generate huge online buzz anyway. The 7th drama on May's upcoming C-drama schedule is Zhan Zhao Adventures, starring Yang Yang, Zhang Runan, and Fang Yiluan. The series is expected to premiere in late May on Youku.
我还是想试着去相信。
And for wuxia fans, this might be one of the biggest releases of the month. The drama is adapted from a classic martial arts novel and promises to deliver a more traditional, large-scale wuxia world, something a lot of viewers feel modern fantasy dramas have been missing lately. At the same time, the adaptation also mixes in newer audience-friendly elements like detective investigations, political intrigue, and fast-paced mystery storytelling. First of all, Yang plays Zhan Zhao, one of the most iconic heroes in wuxia history. He's known for his legendary martial arts skills, unwavering sense of justice, and near-mythic reputation among fans of the genre. Then there's Zhang Renin as a free-spirited Jianghu heroine who first clashes with Zhan Zhao before eventually becoming one of his strongest allies. And honestly, one of the most exciting characters might be Fang Yiluan's Bai Yutong. As the leader of the famous Five Rats, Bai Yutong is proud, arrogant, incredibly skilled in combat, and shares that classic rival but soulmate dynamic with Zhan Zhao that wuxia fans absolutely love. But beyond the cast, the creative team here is probably what gives people the most confidence. The director previously worked on Reset, while the screenwriter was involved in adapting the story of Minglan, which honestly sounds like a very strong combination for a wuxia production. So if you've been waiting for a big-budget martial arts drama that actually takes wuxia seriously again, this might be the one to watch. The 8th drama on May's upcoming release lineup, Dazzling, starring Guan Xiaodong and Li Yunrui. The series is currently expected to premiere around May 20th.
这些斑斓可以成为专属你的生命印记。
This time, the story leans fully into emotional youth romance with a classic rich girl meets poor boy setup. Guan Xiaodong plays a wealthy girl from Beijing whose life suddenly falls apart after a family crisis forces her to leave the city and return to a small town called Zazhating. There, she meets the male lead played by Li Yunrui, a struggling young man from a poor background. The two start off constantly clashing and keeping each other at a distance, but over time, their relationship slowly turns into mutual support and emotional healing as they navigate family pressure, class differences, and all the pain that comes with growing up. Honestly, the whole drama feels built around that bittersweet, youth romance with emotional scars atmosphere that younger audiences usually love. And visually, Li Yunrui's light blonde hairstyle immediately reminds people of Lighter and Princess and Arthur Chen. That rebellious bad boy energy mixed with the rich heiress dynamic could actually create surprisingly strong chemistry on screen. On top of that, the director previously worked on Angels Fall Sometimes, which gives people a bit more confidence that the emotional scenes and romantic tension might actually land really well. So if the chemistry works, this could easily become one of those addictive youth romance dramas that viewers end up binge-watching way too fast. The 9th drama on May's upcoming C-drama lineup is Sani Hui, starring Meng Zi and Wang Hongyi. The series is currently expected to premiere around May 25th on Tencent Video.
我们是什么关系？
你不问的话，什么关系都可以是。
接主牌。
三星的命运就看这次了。
And honestly, fantasy adventure dramas like this are still pretty rare in the current C-drama market. This time, the series dives into a mysterious underwater world inspired by Eastern mythology and supernatural folklore, which already gives it a very different visual identity compared to typical fantasy romances. The story revolves around the Shui Shao clan, a mysterious aquatic bloodline suffering from terrifying mutations and a long-hidden curse. In order to uncover the truth behind the disaster, the male and female leads are forced to work together to restart something known as the Golden Soup, a dangerous mission tied to the fate of the entire clan. Meng Zi also takes on a much darker role than usual this time. She plays Isa, the final surviving descendant of the Shui Shao family, carrying both the trauma of her clan's destruction and the curse that continues to mutate her body. Meanwhile, Wang Hongyi plays Zhong Heng, a wealthy young man who initially comes across as naive and sheltered, but slowly transforms after falling deeply in love. But honestly, the biggest concern here might not even be the cast. It's the adaptation itself. Because this drama is based on a novel by Wei Yu, and her stories are notoriously difficult to adapt for television. The worlds are massive. The mythology is complicated, and the visual effects requirements are usually extremely demanding. So far, the only adaptation that most viewers felt truly succeeded was Rattan, which honestly makes this project feel like either a huge surprise hit or a complete production disaster waiting to happen. The 10th drama on May's upcoming C-drama lineup is in the Moonlight, starring Bao Shanzhen and Wang Hongyi. The series is currently expected to premiere in late May on Tencent Video. And honestly, this drama's entire setup feels engineered to destroy romance fans emotionally. Because at the center of the story is a forbidden relationship between a celibate Buddhist prince and a political marriage princess. That premise alone already sounds dangerously addictive. The story follows Li Yaoying, played by Bao Shanzhen, the seventh princess of the Tang Empire. After becoming the victim of a brutal court power struggle, she's forced onto a diplomatic marriage journey to the western regions. But before she can even complete the marriage alliance, rebellion breaks out during the journey, throwing her entire future into chaos. Cornered with nowhere left to run, Li Yaoying publicly kneels before the Buddhist Prince of Daliang, a powerful ruler from the western regions who has sworn to reject worldly desire and romantic attachment forever. And in one desperate moment, she asks him to marry her. Just like that, the two become bound together by fate, politics, survival, and a relationship that was never supposed to happen in the first place. The 11th drama on May's upcoming C-drama lineup is The Heir, starring Yang Zi and Han Dong-jun. The series is currently expected to premiere at the end of May on iQIYI.
人应该在关键的节点上做错了，从此以后便是两条路上的人了。
我知道艰难险阻，你可吃不了这苦。
真娘愿意吃苦。
And honestly, this might be one of the most unexpectedly ambitious historical dramas of the month. Because instead of focusing on palace revenge or non-stop romance drama, this series centers around the traditional craft of Huizhou inkmaking, one of China's oldest cultural art forms. Now, don't underestimate how complicated that actually is. The production reportedly recreated all 36 traditional stages of ancient inkmaking in extreme detail, with every step carefully supervised by top-level cultural heritage consultants and a nationally acclaimed director. Which also makes this the first major C-drama to specifically focus on Huima culture and traditional Chinese ink craftsmanship. And somehow, the whole concept feels weirdly relaxing. Honestly, watching Yang Zi slowly grind ink, shape ink sticks, and work through these ancient techniques almost sounds like the kind of immersive craft content that would go viral on YouTube. I'm serious. If Yang Zi ever started a channel dedicated to traditional ink-making videos, people would probably watch for hours. At the same time though, this month also feels like a battle between two mega-popular Yangs. On one side, there's Zhan Zhao adventures starring Yang Yang, bringing big-scale wuxia action and martial arts spectacle. On the other side, there's Yang Zi's The Heir, leaning into craftsmanship, culture, and emotional storytelling. So, which one do you think will explode harder with audiences? Let the fan battle begin in the comments.